Alright, this is Danny Spring at Table 1 Gaming, and we're here with one of our own, Marcelo Lopez, and he's going to share with us his deck profile he used at LA Regionals, which he topped 64 with. So, here we go.
I also got first place at local with this.
Yeah, it's Altergeist, right?
Altergeist, yeah.
Okay.
So I played 3 Altergeist Marionetter. Pretty much the starter card in your deck. You can set an Altergeist trap, and you contribute any Altergeist, special summon an Altergeist from the graveyard. Pretty good.
Alright.
Then you got another starter card, Altergeist Millisec. Really good, can attack directly, send a card from your opponent's side of the field to the graveyard, and you can use them to link summon Link Revo, and you'll immediately get your search to search for any Altergeist monster.
Cool.
Then I played 3 Multi-Faker. This is basically what made the deck tier 1. When you use any trap, doesn't matter which trap, you can special summon it and special summon an Altergeist from your deck. So usually you want to bring out Altergeist Silk, and it combos really well with that.
Alright, cool.
So speaking of Silk, 2 of them. This is basically your Kieran. You can bounce any Altergeist card and bounce 1 card on your opponent's side of the field. And when he sends the graveyard, you could add an Altergeist trap from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah.
You don't want to play 3 because it bricks. You never want them in your hand. You want to bring it out with Multi-Faker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really
so
good.
2 is the perfect number?
Yeah, 2 is the perfect number.
Alright, cool.
And then I played 1 Altergeist Concuri. This was a mistake. I should have took this out because it's not that good in my opinion.
Yeah.
So what it does is you can special summon this. If you have an Altergeist card and your opponent attacks you, you can negate the attack and negate an opponent's monster's effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's okay, but I'd probably take it out.
What will you replace it with, do you know?
Probably throw in another Infinite Impermanence.
Alright.
So 3 of Ash Blossom. I think it's the best hand trap. You have to play this, a staple.
Yeah, definitely need to play that.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then I threw in 1 cherries.
How come only 1 cherry?
So my logic behind this was you either see it turn 1 and it's really good, or you see it late game and it's terrible. So if you see it turn 1, it's all good because you only play 1. Yeah. And late game, if you draw 1, it's fine too because you're only playing 1. So either way, it was alright. And that's it for monsters. Next, for spells, I only play 4. 2 duality for consistency.
Yep.
You always want to dig into your cards, and this deck doesn't special summon too much, especially turn 1. So 2 duality is pretty good.
Okay.
And then you play 2 Pot of Desires.
Of course.
You have to play this.
Yeah.
Draw 2 for free. And then that's it for spells. And I got Solemns. The whole package.
The whole package. All the solemns.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's broken. You can stop anything you want.
Pretty much.
And 3 protocols. This card's really good. I'm thinking of playing 2. I'm not sure because sometimes it does clog, but you can easily set them from your deck with Marionetter. Mm-hmm. And what this does is when you have this face up, your Altergeist monsters can't be negated by card effects.
Yeah.
And if your opponent activates a monster's effect, you can tribute an Altergeist card to negate it.
Oh, cool.
Then you got 3 personal spoofings. This card's really good, especially if you brick and you have an Altergeist that you don't want in your hand, turn 1. You can search Multi-Faker with this and immediately special summon it because you activated a trap. The only problem is it's not an Altergeist card. It doesn't have it in its name, but if it did, it would be too broken.
Okay.
Then you got the Spell Hate, 3 anti-spells, and Imperial Order. Right now it's the Sky Striker format, so you have to play this.
Definitely.
And then you have 2 Manifestations. This is basically your Call the Haunted. You can special summon an Altergeist with this, and it gets equipped to it. It's pretty good with Silk because of the new errata. So when you activate this as Chain Link 1 and Silk as Chain Link 2, you can bounce this, and you still get your special summon.
Oh, that's good.
It's broken. Infinite Impermanence, like I said earlier, I should have played 3. It's really good in this deck. So if you're going second, this is basically an effect veiler. And since you activated a trap, you can technically activate Multi-Faker if you have this in your hand. So you can immediately get a Kieran on board turn 1 if you're going second.
Oh, cool.
And then the last card I played was Heavy Storm Duster. Basically just to get rid of back row. In the mirror match, it's real good.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Now we're going to see the side of the extra.
We're going with side right now.
Okay, we're going with the side.
Alright, so 2 tokens.
2 tokes.
Then we got 2 kaijus for Sky Strikers mainly, because if they have a Link monster on their board, you tribute them off, and it puts a monster on their monster zone, their main monster zone.
Yeah.
So they can't use their spells and traps, or their spells only.
Okay.
Then the second cherry is when I'm going second, just to see it more often.
Yeah.
It did help out. Not sure if I would play 3, but 2 seemed fine.
Okay.
And then we got back row hate, the triple twin twisters.
Hell yeah.
For the mirror match, any back row heavy decks really good. And you got your 2 Called by the Grave. I just threw this in. I wasn't sure if it was the right choice. I made the side deck pretty last minute, so I might as well throw in something that's pretty generic. This stops hand traps, so why not?
Yeah, that's true.
1 bottomless, like I said. This is a last minute choice. Probably would have thought this out better if I did my side deck earlier, but I just threw it in. It was for Gokis. Didn't see it, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got your triple wiretap. This deck's worst nightmare is evenly match or red reboot. So wiretap basically counters that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really good. And then speaking of evenly match, we got 3 evenly match. This card is a must if you're going second, especially against decks that set a lot of back row and stuff. So, yeah, play this card. It's broken.
Okay.
And now for the extra deck. 1 Link Karibo, I mainly went into this turn 1 because of Molosseek. It's really broken because you get your search right away and this stops a monster attack. So yeah, this guy's broken. 2 Hextias. This is also another monster you really go into. You can tribute an Altergeist it points to when your opponent activates a spell trap or a spell trap effect. And he gains the attack of that Altergeist monster it points to. So it's pretty good. And it gets a search.
Cool.
1 Banshee. Not that many people play this, but it actually surprisingly helped me out during the regional. There was one situation where my opponent had Ultimate Falcon on board, and this was basically my only out because I had Hexia and this on board. So Hexia was at 36 because of this.
Nice.
Then for cherries targets, we got the Sky Striker monsters, just for cherries.
For cherries, okay.
Yeah. Nightmare Phoenix. You sometimes go into this, but not really, like a few times, but it's there for cherries. This is also there for cherries. And then you got Metal Foes for cherries. For cherries. Another target for cherries. You might go into this like 1 out of 10 games or something, but it doesn't happen too often. One of this World Chalice monster, I shouldn't have played that. I should have played Isold, whatever, the monster from that Goki plays. But I didn't have one, but I would change this for that.
Definitely.
And then you got Seraph Knight, ABC Buster Dragon, and Macabre. So I played an ABC player and I destroyed him because I had cherries in this, so that was cool.
So all this is pretty much for cherry targets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. That's cool. And how was your matchups at the regionals?
I played a lot of mirror matches. I played 4 mirror matches. I lost to 1. I played 2 spirals. I lost to both, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I beat Invoked, ABC, and a Mermail player.
A Mermail player? Cool. And what plays did you get?
I got 44th.
Cool. So you got your invite. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, logging out from here at Table 1 Gaming, I'm Marcelo Lopez.